And then I'm going to tag unless spectators have already been tagged. Awesome. I will do that. https://twitch.tv/backyard sports center. Live now. There we go. Perfect. Full screen. There we go. I got the fun little behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, of how we do things here in the Backyard Sports Center. But we have a Junior League game this time around. It is DH34 and the Los Angeles Dodgers versus NickJ and the Chicago White Sox. We are very excited to have some Junior League action here tonight. So let's go ahead and get this game started. Earl Abbott is pitching for the Chicago White Sox. A decent pitching choices. Earl Abbott is the Luan Louie clone, and Luan Louie has some good stamina, got a good fastball as well. Kenny Lofton leading things off for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to ground one over to the first baseman side. Joe Cinda Smith, a good first baseman choice for these White Sox, steps on first base for out number 1. Carlos Beltran, the third baseman of choice for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. It is a called strike. Good pitch by Earl Abbott. Normally the hook is not the typical choice. That is fouled away. 0-2 already. Earl Abbott going for the fastball, and it is low for ball 1. 1-2 count now. 2-2 count now. Very outside. Almost hit him. That looks like it could be a strike, but it is fouled away perfectly well. That is oh boy. Another ball. He's going to have to throw a strike if he wants to. Here we go. Carlos Beltran's going to hit this one foul. The Dodgers are 1-2 to start the season. Strike 3 call. Good way to fool Mr. Beltran. The White Sox have not won a game yet, so really this is anyone's game to win here in this, what is it, third or fourth week of the season. We are in week 4. We are just starting week 4. Happy Martin Luther King Day to everyone. And if you're a racist asshole, happy Monday. Strike 2 on Lisa Crockett. There's an ad break. Oof. There's a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit question mark. Will it be? No, it is thrown out. Lisa Crockett is thrown out from right field. That is a good arm there from whoever Nick has out there in right field, which I'm about to find out. That is assumedly Tina Herrera out there in right field. But here's the danger on the White Sox. Pete Wheeler stepping up for the White Sox, leading things off. Kenny Kawaguchi is the pitcher for the Dodgers. A good slow ball threat for the Dodgers. A very good pitching choice for our good friend DH34. We got a low slow ball, and that's a strike. Well placed slow ball from Kenny Kawaguchi. Pete Wheeler thought it was just a little too slow. Now he's going to try and fool him with a left hook. Just a little too outside, ball 1. Pete Wheeler, of course, only 80 power, only 50 contact, but very tall and very fast. Normally a first-round draft pick in any of these competitive backyard sport leagues, no matter what the sport, no matter what the league. Wheeler's going to ground this one just a little bit to the left, too far to the left of the foul line. And we're going to keep pitching 2-2. Wheeler. That's a ground ball going over to Alex Gonzalez over at shortstop. Throw to first in time for out number 1. Good throw by Alex Gonzalez. A good shortstop position. Gonzalez is a good defensive choice. Timmy Unger seconding things off. Unger has 68 power and a perfect 100 contact. Not the fastest, but can do decently well. That is a Line drive over to Karen Donato, who's going to catch that one and let it go for a base hit. Star Moonbeam, another speedster. With Wheeler and Moonbeam on the same team, you would think that the White Sox would be a little bit of a bigger threat here, but it's the Junior League. Anything can happen. Some of these players have played a lot. Some of these players have not played a lot. Sometimes it takes a few weeks for these teams to get used to their playing style and stuff. Kathy Wolf is going to try and throw out Timmy Unger at second. It just looks like a hit and run type of plays try and happen. A good position for Kathy Wolf to be their center. She is known to bobble the ball a little bit if she's playing like shortstop. Once again, the hit and run seems to be a little slow on telling him to go back to first base. That is not a good for stamina. And it's outside for ball 2. You'd think with the amount of... you think they're just trying to do that now to see if they can tire out Kathy Wolf. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Moonbeam is down on strike, so she does not have to worry. So they do not have to worry about Moonbeam, but they do have to worry about Mr. Clanky, who already has a home run this season and 5 RBIs. A decent hitter, 75 and 75. Perfect arm strength, which makes him a solid catcher's choice. And of course, with the perfect stamina and the absolutely crazy pitching stats. And Unger is able to make it to second base thanks to all those failed hit and run attempts. Kathy Wolf is now absolutely famished. That's a good slow ball for strike 2. That is a ball. The hook not as effective as the slow ball, which he's going to throw again. Ooh, a very well placed, just a little too low. And we got a full count with 2 outs and someone on second. Do you walk Clanky? Do you try and strike him out? You strike him out. Kenny Kawaguchi's second strikeout today. And it seems to be a little bit of a pitcher's duel as we enter the second inning, scoreless, and only 1 hit had in this entire game. Of course, like I said, only 1 inning has been played. We like to thank Armin Dodgers 89 for his 25 stream streak. He says, "Booyah!" That's right. There's a shot by Fabienne Callahan. That's going to go off the building, and that should be an easy single for Miss Callahan. Unless that ball goes past everyone. Oh, it does! Cement Gardens does what Cement Gardens does best, and Fabienne Callahan will stand on second base with a double. And Kathy Wolf, who, yeah, Timmy Unger is tired, but Kathy Wolf was the one trying to gun him down, so she might not be as fast as normal. No, she's still got some speed, but she's out at first. Fabienne Callahan trying to go for third. It is... Ooh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got 2 slowsters. Where is she throwing the ball? Oh, no! The ball goes out of play, and the Dodgers take the lead. Fabienne Callahan taking advantage of a little bit of a slip-up there from Jody Palmer on at short. Just seemed to be a miscalculated throw there, but now no one's on base, and the White Sox can reset as Chris Milton grounds out. That is a fly ball by Donato. That's going very deep into center field. Moonbeam is going to... It's going to go off the fence. Moonbeam's going to fall over. And Karen Donato has a good hit. She's going to go for third. She will go for third. The throw. Oh, we got another pickle. This. We will see how this turns out. The great stamina killer. Someone's got to give in. Oh, here comes the speedster. Oh, but Donato makes it safely on second base. Oh, my goodness. A good attempt to run down Miss Donato. Earl Abbott had the speed, but just could not catch up to her. Now Kenny Kawaguchi's on with a runner on second. Trying to go for a hit and run. It's really all you can do right now. Running. Ooh, Jacinta Smith jumps. Just can't quite grab it. And Earl Abbott looking at Jacinta like she's a dumb rabbit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And as I tried really hard to rhyme something to make me sound cool, Kenny Kawaguchi strikes out. But the Dodgers strike first. 1. And the White Sox are coming up in the bottom half of the second. So if Kenny Kawaguchi can't quite do the hitting well, maybe he can continue to do the pitching well against the other pitcher, Earl Abbott. The defense is in, as to be expected. Ground ball. Alex Gonzalez, the throw to first. Not in time this time. Well, no, probably in time, but Fabian Callahan bobbles it, and Earl Abbott is safe on first. Here comes Jacinta Smith, trying to prove to Earl Abbott that she's not a dumb rabbit, especially since Earl is on first. She's going to slap that ball over to Karen Donato, who catches it. This could be a double play, and no. Definitely don't want to get into the habit of this. Okay, I'll stop now. Heather Quinn now up for the White Sox with Abbott on first. Quinn not too fast. Can hit the ball into the outfield if she pleased. With 54 power and 100 contact, I feel like she could probably get one past the infield, and she does! Lisa Crockett's going to chase that ball into left field. Earl Abbott's going to try for third, and he is safe. Runners at the corners now for the White Sox with 1 out. Here's Tina Herrera. The infield is still in for the White Sox, for the Dodgers. Heather Quinn's going to try and go to second, and she will. Maybe. And she does. Makes sense. With a runner on third like Earl Abbott, you really kind of have to let her go, because if you try and throw her out, it's a tie ball game. Herrera fouls it behind everyone. What's your guys' favorite flavor of Monster Energy drink if you drink that? I'm drinking a white one right now. It's like the bona fide blue-collar breakfast flavor of Monster Energy drink. I mean, it's definitely my favorite, personally. I'm more of a Ghost Energy type of guy, but that stuff's got like 200 mgs of caffeine in it, so... And 400's the toxic level, so obviously... Probably not a good idea to get into the habit of drinking those. Fireball! And it's just too low. Now that Kenny Kawaguchi's used that fireball, you see DH34 telling Kenny Kawaguchi, no, you got to throw this fireball. Earl Abbott is thrown, tagged out at third, and it is a double play to end the inning. The Dodgers, with some heads-up defense, take care of the White Sox. And even though the White Sox have more hits, the Dodgers are still in the lead after a third of the ballgame. It's 1-0, and Alex Gonzalez will lead things off for the Dodgers. Folks, if you think this game is exciting, and I do think it's exciting. It's definitely very exciting. It's very fun to watch these random regular season games. Alex Gonzalez grounds out to Abbott. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have Game 3 of the RBBL World Series in the 2001 League. This could be the last game should HC3 sweep Visery in Game 3, or will Visery extend the game to 4? Extend the series to 4, excuse me. We will see what happens as the 2003 champion faces what could be the someone who has not won a championship yet in either league. Remember, HC3 was the runner-up in the Humongous League last year, only falling short to CRK in 5 games. Grounder by Beltran, throw to first in time for out number 3. So make sure you guys tune into that tonight at 5:30 Central. That way we're not overlapping with the college football national championship. Because I know this is going to be a big one, because teams not named Alabama or Ohio State are involved, and that's a good thing. Jody Palmer leads things off in the bottom half of the third. Kenny Kawaguchi. Palmer is going to loop one over, caught easily by Chris Milton, out number one. We're back to the top of the order. Pete Wheeler is going to try and make it safely to first. He's got to find a way to ground the ball around the infield, which is still in and has been in for practically the entire game. Which, if there's no rule against it, I don't blame them. That's a ground ball going straight to... Ooh, and it goes past everyone. Donato picks it up, though. Throws it to first. And it is safe. We were held in suspense for like a good half second because the stream lagged a little bit, but we are back. Wheeler on first. Timmy Unger, the second baseman, who's going to ground this one down the left field line, but it is stopped by Beltran. Not out at second. It goes past Milton into the door on the red building. Pete Wheeler might be able to score. Pete Wheeler is going to score as this ball is dribbling down. And no matter what happens here, Timmy Unger has done his job. This game is tied. Folks, we have a ball game. And now Star Moonbeam is up to see if she can start the cycle again. As there are 2 outs, though. She's got to play small ball. She's got to play it well. Let's see if she can beat out Fabienne Callahan to first base. No, she will. Ooh, almost. She almost did. But Fabienne Callahan was able to step on first just barely in time. But we are officially halfway through this game, and it's a tie ball game, 1-1. Abbott is back. So is Lisa Crockett. I know we don't normally stream in the hour of... Ooh, there is a fly ball going over. And it is... Oh, no! A misjudged catch out there in right field. Lisa Crockett, a good throw. A good throw from right field by Tina Herrera, but Crockett is safe at second for Fabienne Callahan, who could blow this game wide open. You know how well she can hit the ball. It is foul. Callahan, if you all remember, has a 100 power stat, but only 35 contact. So she can hit the ball far. She just has to hit it forwards. That is ball 2. If you're wondering how these two coaches did earlier in the season, DH lost his first game by 1 run to Ben Bath & Beyond. Get it? Haha. And then he beat Isaiah 5-1, and then lost to 1-4 to Watsutuya. And Callahan is going to be walked, perhaps intentionally. Kathy Wolf is up. There is nobody out yet. A ground ball goes straight to Smith, who should be able to tag out Wolf. The throw to second. There's really not much he can do here, because they had Callahan completely... They were focused on Callahan, and Lisa Crockett was able to score, and the Dodgers have taken the lead. I had to wrap my brain around what was going on there. But Lisa Crockett makes it home safely, and the Dodgers have the lead 2-1. Nick, on the other hand, had valiant efforts, but lost both his first few games. First to Balloon, 3-7, and then to ASD 40-51, 5-9. But those were both away games, and Nick is now here at his home stadium in Cement Gardens. Chris Milton, that's a little bit of a blooper, running out there and caught. What a grab by Timmy Unger. It is a good over-the-shoulder grab. 2 outs here. Karen Donato next. That is ball 1. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Probably would have been better to hit the ball in a square position. However, that's not where she wants to hit the ball. She wants to hit it to left field. And she does, in a way. But it is picked up easily by Jody Palmer. Easy throw out to second, and that will do it here in the top half of the fourth. The White Sox coming back up, though. Kleinke, Abbott, and Smith in the bottom half of the fourth. Now, is he going to stick with Chris Milton, or is he going to ask Kenny Kawaguchi to come back to the plate? No, he's going to stick with Milton, who himself is a good pitcher and has a better fastball than Kenny Kawaguchi. His two best pitches are that fastball with an 86 rating and then a rating of 78 on his left hook, which he's going to use right there. Just a little inside, ball 2. Kleinke struck out earlier today, but he hits that one. Over to Kawaguchi. Will Kawaguchi? No, he will not. He spikes that ball. But Kleinke's going to second. Oh, my goodness. A couple of buffed throws, excuse me. And Kleinke is on second with a double for Earl Abbott. This is a tight ball game. Milton going for that fastball. Abbott's not ready for it quite yet. He's waiting for his pitch. Milton continues to feed it where Abbott wants him. But it's a swing and a miss. Kleinke's going to second. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Now he's going to third. Now we have another pickle. They know he has one down. Ooh, all right. And Carlos Beltran is going to tag out Mr. Kleinke at third, around the third base area. So now there's only one out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Now there's 2 outs. Chris Milton with his first strikeout of the game. Milton is that ordinary relief pitcher option for these Dodgers. That was his 4th strikeout of the season. There's a ground ball by Jacinda Smith going straight to Gonzalez. Throw to first, and that's the inning. So after 4, we are 2/3 of the way there. It's still anyone's game, but the Dodgers have the lead 2-1. Kawaguchi's going to lead things off in this top half of the 5th. Doing a little bit of a defensive look around here for the Dodgers. And now the White Sox are making a little bit of some defensive changes, I'm sure. Hoping these coaches are keeping track of their timeouts here, because they do have a finite number of timeouts they can use. All right, pitcher versus pitcher. Starting pitcher versus starting pitcher. Earl Abbott and Kenny Kawaguchi. He fouls that. Strike 2. Trying to go for the bunt. Does not quite work. Don't think he was in the right stance for that. Earl Abbott. The pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball. It's short enough that Kenny Kawaguchi might be able to outrun everyone. Earl Abbott's trying to chase him, and he won't, but Jacinda Smith is there on first. He'll throw him out instead. Out number 1, Alex Gonzalez is back up. I was about to say, I know this is ordinarily not the Backyard Sports Center streaming time, but we thank the 6 of you who are watching this on Twitch for joining us here today. We do have more action here later tonight at 5:30 Central. That will be the 3rd game of the RBBL World Series between HC3 and Visery. That's out number 2, a fly ball over that was easily caught by Herrera in right field. But here comes the speedster Lofton, hoping to start a train that'll give the Dodgers just a little bit of insurance. Now, guys, the Dodgers and White Sox. This is going to be my trivia question of the day. I know I've done that before. I haven't really done it a whole lot. That's a ground ball by Lofton. Will that go? No, it'll go past Unger, and Unger will let it go to Moonbeam. It's going to be a base hit by Kenny Lofton. If anyone in the chat can tell me what year, without looking it up, what year the White Sox and Dodgers played in the World Series. They did meet once. Beltran grounds it over to first. Justin Smith is going to step off of first, and there's 2 on with 2 out for Lisa Crockett. A swing and a foul ball going backwards. That's foul again. We're going to keep playing some baseball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lisa Crockett falls to that high fastball. And the Dodgers come up short in the top of the 5th. And the White Sox are coming back up. Quinn Herrera. Dodgers expecting not much from Quinn, even though she did have a single earlier today. But as an out for the Dodgers. Here comes Tina Herrera. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Chris Milton with that good left hook. Now he's going for his good fastball. That is a good fastball. Tina Herrera falls for it. Probably not in the best position at bat. Strike 2. Here comes the next pitch. It's another fastball. That one's blooped over to Alex Gonzalez, who's going to catch that one easily for out number 2. Jody Palmer up for the White Sox now. Palmer can also hit the ball. If she hits the ball around the infield, I think she'll have a chance to make it on base, but we'll see what happens. Ball 1 from Chris Milton. The relief option for the Dodgers. Kenny Kawaguchi was the starter. Grounded foul. 1-1. That's a ground ball going straight to Alex Gonzalez, who has had a busy day defensively, and the Dodgers take care of the White Sox in the 5th. We are almost done with this game. Not a lot of time has passed by. We're only like 27 minutes in. But now we are in the top half of the 6th, and the Dodgers need some insurance to guarantee this win, because the White Sox, we're at their home stadium. They could walk it off in the bottom half of the 6th. They have that danger. Who is DH going to pitch? It looks like he is going to have Lisa Crockett pitch in the inning. But not just yet. Callahan with a shot. That's going deep. It's going to go off of the wall. Moonbeam is able to field it successfully. And once again, Fabian Callahan with a deep single. Kathy Wolf. She's got a decent bat as well. Her power outweighs her contact by a lot. She's going to pop that one up. Should be an easy play for Clanky at number 1. Callahan does not move from first base. Chris Milton now. Not been too successful at the plate yet this season. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's a ground ball going straight to Timmy Unger. This will go a little bit past Timmy Unger. Milton will be safe easily, but Callahan will be thrown out at second. Karen Donato has a double today. One of the better hitters on this team. That is a 1-1 count now to Donato, who has got a decent bat, 78 power, 57 contact. That's low, but she's going to hit it a little bit up the middle. Palmer, it's off of Palmer, but it should be an easy recovery. It is. And the Dodgers are done hitting, possibly for this game. But the top half of the order is coming up for the White Sox. If DH wants to win this game, he's got to play some serious defense. Because here comes Pete Wheeler. Crockett. I do not know if she has pitched at all this season, but we'll see how well she does. She does fool Wheeler with a strike with that left hook. Crockett, of course, rose to fame as a pitcher thanks to KC's junior league run in season 5 with Lisa Crockett as his pitcher for the Hornets, the eventual season 5 junior league champions. Strike 2 again. Seems that Pete Wheeler wants to bunt this one. DH34 keeps it low. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pete Wheeler is down on strikes. And so one of 2 big threats for the Dodgers is taken care of. Now Timmy Unger. Lisa Crockett still refusing to pitch liberally. It's going to hit that ball straight to Gonzalez. Throw to first. No, it's dropped by Callahan. And Timmy Unger is safe on first, and Star Moonbeam is up. Now we got some danger going on here. Crockett. That is inside ball 1. Gonna go for the other hook this time. That's grounded. Moonbeam might be able to make it to first. Unger might be able to make it to second. Yes, he will be able to make it to second. 2 on with 1 out. The White Sox all of a sudden have an opening here. Crockett sticking with the hooks. That one's grounded. Will it go past Gonzalez? No, it won't. Throw to third in time for out number 2. Throw to first all the way from third is not in time. Oh man. Oh boy, we got a little bit of some foolery. Star Moonbeam's gonna go home and she is safe. Mr. Clanky with the high IQ base running, and we have a tie ball game. There's 2 outs. All DH has to do is lock in, and we'll have some extra baseball on our hands. With a base runner like Star Moonbeam, you know, is probably bound to happen. Throw to third. We might have another rundown here. And he is going to keep that rundown from happening. He doesn't want the same mistake. And that is wise. Jacinda Smith up now for the White Sox. The Dodgers are going to keep their infield in. See if they can get an easy ground out for Miss Smith, who has not had a hit yet today. This one goes past everyone. Kawaguchi, throw to first. In time, out number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play some more baseball. The White Sox take advantage of that cement, and Star Moonbeam is able to send the White Sox into extra innings in the bottom half of the 6th. Some defensive changes here made by the Dodgers. Probably for the best. The White Sox possibly might be making some defensive changes as well. We do not know this. This is a very exciting ball game. And it's out number 1. It seems to be a ground out for Kawaguchi. Alex Gonzalez up. He has not had a hit yet today, but he has done a fantastic job as the Dodgers shortstop. Fouled away. That one's fouled. Again. 0-2. Abbott in the driver's seat now. Going for a hook. A grounder. Over to Unger. Unger's going to pick that one up. The throw to first. 2 outs. Very exciting ball game. Kenny Lofton. Trouble for these White Sox. He has reached base safely earlier today. Always a threat. That one's popped up. Who's going to be under it? Palmer or Unger? It is Palmer, who makes the catch for out number 3, and the White Sox are coming up in the bottom half of the 7th. Heather Quinn gonna lead things off. Has a hit earlier today. Over to Kawaguchi. 1 out. Herrera is going to ground this one over to Carlos Beltran. He's going to throw it to first. 2 away. Not all sunshine and roses for these White Sox in this bottom half of the inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Milton. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Milton looking good here. Ooh, very good pitch. It's just a little inside. Ball 1. That is ball 2. That is ball 3. 2 straight strikes, and now 3 straight balls. Ball 4. Jody Palmer is going to first base. And that'll bring up the top half of the order. Pete Wheeler. And Jody Palmer is not the slowest. Far from it. Her speed is 6. That's a strike. Pete Wheeler struck out earlier today. Palmer is going to go to second. She's not really going to worry about that. I don't think NickJ was all too confident in Palmer's ability there at first base. So we're going to start again here in the 8th inning. Carlos Beltran is up. That one is over to Palmer. Throw to first. 1 away. Here comes Lisa Crockett. That is foul. We know Lisa Crockett can be clutch in times like these. That one's fouled away, 0-2. She has a double earlier today. That one's fouled again. That is a ball. Earl Abbott, 3 strikeouts earlier today. Gonna stick with that fastball, and Lisa Crockett fends it off easily. That's another outside pitch. He's gonna ground it. It goes past Jacinta Smith and into right field. Tina Herrera throws it past Earl Abbott. It goes out of play. And Lisa Crockett is on second safely with 1 out. For Fabienne Callahan, who has not gotten out yet. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Earl Abbott cannot afford to pitch safely around Fabienne Callahan, though he does have a chance here. 0-2. 2 miss Callahan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fabienne Callahan down on strikes. The Dodgers' biggest weapon has been taken down. Brings up Kathy Wolf, who has not reached base safely at all this game, but is fast and can make it quickly to first if she has the chance. That is a 1-1 count now. That one's foul. 1-2 with 2 out. The Dodgers' best chance thus far in these extras is to take the lead back. That is outside. Crockett's gonna go back. 2-2, 2 out. Runner on second, scores 2-2. That's strike 3 called. That looked pretty low, but it just barely crops the bottom half of the strike zone. And Earl Abbott gets the White Sox out of a pickle. And we have the top half of the White Sox lineup again. Chris Milton. Will he stay on the mound for the Dodgers? We will see. Seems he will. That's swing and miss, strike one. Wheeler has a single today. Here's the pitch. That is a ground ball. It looks like it's going to go not past Gonzalez. Will he make the throw? Yes! Barely out of first base. Alex Gonzalez once again with that top-tier defense for these Dodgers, keeping them alive here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Unger is going to ground this one foul. 0-1 count. Unger has been successful at the plate earlier today. That one's going to be lofted again over to Gonzalez, who it is off of his head, and Beltran will pick it up, but Unger is safe on first with one out for Star Moonbeam. Very exciting stuff here on the Backyard Sports Center. A ground ball. Throw to second. Not in time! It's off of the head of Alex Gonzalez. No one is on third. Who's going to catch him? No one's going to catch him. Star Moonbeam will just go to second. And the Dodgers are in trouble. Here comes Mr. Clanky. He has a couple of doubles today. Milton, fastball, strike one. That Cement Garden small ball is alive and well. A fly ball into left field. This should do it. Crockett under it. She's going to make the catch. And they're going to let him run home. The Chicago White Sox have won their first game in this Season 7 of the Junior League of the BBOL. Final score here after 8 innings. Mr. Clanky the hero. White Sox 3, Dodgers 2. The White Sox improve to 1-3. The Dodgers fall down to 1-3 as well. So now they are even. But a very good, exciting game from these two players. It is still very early in the season. There is still like 10 or so weeks of baseball left to play in the regular season. I don't think anyone should be, disappointed or let down because of their performance, because both of these guys played the absolute best they could. So that was some BBOL action here today, but that is not the only thing we have here today. If you stay tuned in about 4 or 5 hours or so, we are going to have live broadcast of the RBBL World Series Game 3 of that game, featuring the Season 6 runner-up HC3 of the Humongous League and Visery of the other league. Visery is already the 2003 champ. Oh, guys, you guys are very you guys are very sweet. Thank you guys very much. Love the good words and the good words in the cast. Hey, I am only just giving the news. They put up a very good game. Yeah, we got the RBBL World Series. HC leads that series 2-0 over Visery. He could end things here tonight, or Visery could extend the series to 4. We will see what happens. Tune in at 5:30 Central Time. Do the math there wherever you live. And we will be back live again for that. So stay tuned for that. And we will see you later tonight.